Hello YouTube, it's Moth. Firstly, welcome. Secondly, thank you for stopping by the If You Have Moth channel. If you've seen me on other platforms, you'd know me as Moth. I'm an illustrator, comic artist, and an aspiring author, with many prototype projects I'm beginning to put out. I'm looking to become a professional in those areas, as well as animation. I have a few particular niches, those being character design, probably one of the things I'm best at, and storyboarding. That storyboarding niche is a real blessing and a curse when it comes to comic writing, I'll give you that. If I go for a job in the animation industry, it'll probably be one of those two niches. For those who are stumbling onto my channel from YouTube itself, I've also got other socials. I'm most active, using that term loosely here, on my Twitter, @Moth on Tumblr, and on my Tumblr, @Moth on Twitter. That won't get confusing at all, I'm sure. I draw comics, if I didn't hammer that in yet. On my socials, you might have heard of a certain TF riff I've been teasing, and that would be in my big comic project, Transformers Reformers Feudal. A fan comic and an homage to Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. Or Lost Light. Or whatever that comic goes by. TF riff is a big dream of mine, incorporating my favorite media, my love for storytelling, and my skills at character design. Not to mention, I've always been a sucker for comics, drawing them since I was in kindergarten. Beyond just riff, I've got other comics cooking as well. 9002, a cute little comic I started about a year ago, and Welcome to Wayward, a Homestuck fan adventure that's on the back burner. Yeah, Homestuck. If You Have Moth is the result of always wanting to expand onto YouTube, and I'd like to think I finally have that something I want to share. The channel is going to be somewhat of a journal, documenting my creative process for all my comic making and book writing. From the start of my interest in comic making, I've always searched the internet for how those famous mangakas and comic authors start their work, but would rarely find any deep dives into their creative process. Since this was something that was missing in the start of my early comic writing, I decided to try and fill that void on YouTube and post my process in hopes to help young artists and writers like myself to just get started. Although, as my channel grows and I solidify my presence here, my content's probably going to change. I can already tell there's going to be some character design centered and more analytical videos on the horizon since I enjoy both of those things independently of my comic work. Regardless of what my content becomes, the focus of it all is to show off my work to an audience and to show you that you can too make some pretty cool stuff.